shady too. Sometimes it be. All right, Shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, the boss of the apostles, elders of the Great Millstone, Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. All right, with the brothers out of the Great Millstone, GMS Atlanta camp. All right, with another video. All right, as you would spread out on the brother to come up with the lesson on the title, going to everything that's happening as of late, with this gas shortage, things that happened in the past. You got the damn toilet paper frenzy last year, which is the minds of the people are, man, and ultimately there's other things that's going to come down the pipe, which, we who are in this truth, we understand that, brothers wasn't scrambling around trying to filling up gallons of gas and spazzing out, bugging, because we understand that it ain't the time yet, man. Certain prophecies got to roll out. But the masses of these people, these stupid Americans, they don't know what the hell's going on. Right. So they easily move, so to speak. All right. So we can start with what you going. Right. Satan, man. The spiritual demon Satan, which, all right, Esau Edom is the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan on the earth. All right. You so-called white people, the so-called white man. And the Lord, all right, so the plans of this devil, we're not ignorant to that, all right? Where ignorant means to basically not know, okay? It says, the Lord basically threw us a no-look pass, man, right. And we got it. We're comforted. We have the understanding of the things that's happening. So that's why you're not going to see brothers, doing 80 miles an hour to get to the nearest quick trip, right? All right, or the Sitco, or running to Kroger, to stock, like, nah, man. Right. Lord, we're not ignorant to this man's plans, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to reread it. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11. It says,
it got you fully exposed, man.
Right.
And whatever you think you're going to, manifest and go forth with, it's basically not going to come to pass, man.
Right.
Yes, son.
Go 2 Thessalonians 2 unto him. That ye be not soon shaken. Hamashiach is at hand. If I'm
go ahead. Get in there.
One of the main points in there is at the very end. It says, as the day of Yahushua Mashiach is at hand. So we know these certain things, like when Yahushua was speaking.
You wait and see what this devil got. Let's see what came to mind. I think that's what Revelations 12. Let's just read that. Revelations 12 and 12 is dealing with Esau. So therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And that's what he's setting up for. He's setting up to come down on you people with great wrath. So that's why he's doing these beta test runs. He's saying that they hacked the gas lining or whatever. Right. It's all a game. It's all a test, man. All right, it's all a test run to see, basically how he's going to move forward. Right. It's all a test, and it's all a experiment, man. Because ultimately the devil gonna come down with great wrath, and it says what? Because he know if he had but a short time. Okay, so the so-called white man's rulership, his kingdom. All right, it's on a man. So he know and so-called white men know that. So that's why he's scrambling, he's moving fast. Even though he's moving it in a gradual state, like the scriptures say, though it tarry. So it seems like it's tarrying, but at the same time, this devil's moving, man. Right. You ultimately want to bring that MOB. All right, right. Which is, if you ain't know, is an acronym for the mark of the beast. That's what he wants to do. Ultimately, is chip the people. Right. But he has to do these little, the test runs with the toilet paper and the gas. Next month it'll probably be water. It'll right. Be food, whatever it is, or power might be out for 2 weeks or something like that. Right. This is all a test.
Bring that
ultimately, yep, that's right. Yeah.
The Lord did bring that winter storm. That was crazy.
Yep.
But Esau blatantly turned the power off.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of what do you say? Rationing out the. It's like, nah, bro. You blatantly turned that off on purpose.
That's right.
And it was a test. It was another test run. Like we mentioned, 2020, around this time, March time frame or whatever. He just crashed the stock market.
Right, that's another one. Yep.
It went down over 10,000 points in 30 days. You know, and people were like, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. It's another same things happening here in 2021. All right, Esau Edom, he's just doing these scare tactics to see the minds.
That's right.
The quick one. This is
they don't ultimately, like you said, they don't have the fear of the Lord. Okay, so that not having that, it would drive your shall she meet him, which I believe is talking about wisdom, because in the prior chapter it talks about wisdom. It says, and receive him as a wife married of a virgin. With the bread of understanding shall she feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink. See, we're well nourished, okay, by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is likened unto like food, man. Okay, it says.
Oh, if I may say, you said, it's likened unto food, which is manna. When you go into the word manna, it means power. All right, so he's literally feeding us with what the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is the form of power that he's feeding us with.
That's right.
So
No, that's beautiful. Yep. Verse 4, it says, "He shall be stayed upon her, and shall not be moved," which goes into what? Being stable. You see, when you have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, it gives you stability, and you're not going to be easily moved. All right. It says, "And shall rely upon her, and shall not be confounded." See, we're going to rely on the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Most High has given us. We're not going to rely on our own mind, right? Or our carnal, basically the flesh, right? Which is what you people out there are going to do. They don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua covering you. All right, you're likely to rely on your flesh, which is going to essentially lead you down a path of death. That's why I started out. It says, "He that feareth the Lord will do good." All right, and then it says, I review verse 5. Verse 5 says, "She shall exalt him above his neighbors, and in the midst of the congregation shall she open his mouth." Meaning what? We're gonna teach this word. You see, we're in the midst of the congregation, and we're opening our mouth, meaning we're speaking the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, and to edify the rest of the sheep out there, man. Ultimately, that's all this is about. It's about the sheep and the true believers of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Those are the ones that's going to be protected. All right, that's going to be shielded, and that's going to have that confidence, man. When all hell break loose, that's why the scripture say in Job 5, it say what? At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. That's to be able to do that in a time of trouble, you got to have an insane level of confidence and faith that whatever's going on is not going to affect me because I trust in the Lord.
That's right.
All right. Yeah, something else?
Just a quick one.
Okay.
It's a quick statement. This is Proverbs chapter 3 and 5. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding." That's a classic one there, and I wanted to bring that out because, certain brothers always say, we ain't really, the real test ain't really hit yet. And whenever you when we were in the school system, you actually study for a test, and then test day come, you walk in that classroom confident in the mud, because you go, man, I'm about to pass this thing because I studied day and night for weeks for this particular one test, and I know I'm gonna get an A on it. It's the same thing. We study day and night, do our lessons, link up, all these things that we're supposed to do in the spirit. So when the time comes, when all hell breaks loose, we're 100% confident on what we have gathered in the spirit while we have the time.
That's right.
You see?
That's right. Just to back you up, this guy, Kobe Bryant, he had a quote. He says, what did he say? Confidence comes from preparation.
Ooh.
And so like you said,
I gotta back it because I'm gonna come with another Kobe. He had not to,
Right.
I mean, that Mamba mentality, man, it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was a good mentality to have. But he had a little interview with a little girl, and it was like a 2-minute clip. She was like, "Hey Kobe, do you ever get nervous before games?" He was like, you know what? Yeah, I get nervous.
Right.
But I accept the fact that I'm nervous and I embrace it. And he kind of said my confidence ends up overtaking that. And then next thing you know, I'm in game time situations and I don't feel any butterflies in me because I'm so confident because I've been here before so many times. I'm telling you, confidence with faith.
That's right.
Don't be an infidel.
That's right.
All right, meaning lacking faith.
That's right. That's right. Yep, I had another one to back up that Proverbs 3:5. You got anything else?
Nah, I ain't anything else.
Okay. Yeah, we probably can close on this. Proverbs 28:26. It says actually, yeah, I'll get to the point. Verse 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, which is what, again, people that's falling for Esau's scare tactics. Going back to the topic, Esau even scare tactics. That's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to trust in your own heart and in your own mind. Which, like the scriptures say, what the heart is deceitful above all things. Another one was Sirach 3, many are deceived by their own vain opinion. So that's what you people out there that, you 2/3 of Israel and your nation, that's what you're going to basically rely on, man. It says, he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. See that? How do you walk wisely? You walk according to the law, statutes, commandments in these scriptures, man. Okay, the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, which is going to lead to you being delivered and receiving salvation, because you obeyed, man. All right. So yeah, that was pretty much it, man. So that was it. All right. We want to get in there real quick, man. Esau's scare tactics, which is going to be more stuff. Like I said, next month might be the damn water, or be the power, and you people out there going to be wiggling around and scattering like roaches, while the men of the Lord going to continue to prophesy and continue to be guided by the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So with that, giving no praises on the matter of fact, real quick, somebody left a comment on there. Yeah, we could read that. Yeah, I'll read it for him.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Let's see. It says, occupy until I come.
Right? Hey, Shalom, everybody tuning in. Y'all should just Barakathon, Shalom.
It says, Ecclesiasticus.
Yeah, we're going to read that, then we'll sign off.
Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 2, verse 10, says, look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord, and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear, and was forsaken?
See that? That's why the scriptures say, what's that, Romans 15:4, the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. So we have the stories and the events that happen, things that happen to our foreparents, really for our learning, to give us comfort. They ain't trusting the Lord and was confounded, which is a rhetorical question, because the answer is no. All right? Anybody who trusted in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and turned their heart fully towards him, he never forsook them, man. So how much more in the end, all right, when this book is talking about this time, so how much more, at the very end,
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? It says, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Woo. Yeah, see? It's rhetorical because the answer is no. All right? Nobody, man.
Right.
So, hey, in this time, man, the elect, us with a hopeful elect, Lord willing, we endure. We're going to continue to call upon that name, and see great results and success, because it's written. Whoever call upon him, the Most High, Yahweh Shem